All right, here we go. So I want to point out here, right now is at the left-hand side here, you have your feature tree, your browser. This is important to navigate in 3D. It helps you go back and edit anything that you create. And actually down here is a timeline of all the features, and I can roll that back at any point. Very, very cool feature that we'll use, and I'll show you how to use that to go ahead and fix and make modifications later on. That's kind of like what feature-based parametric modeling is what it's called. So what I want to make sure you're understanding is you can create multiple bodies, or you can keep everything one body. And so when I create a wheel, I'm actually going to create it as a new body. So watch this. I can create it right here on the side face of this part and say create sketch. That's a right click on the face, or you can just go up, select the face, and hit the sketch tool. So in this case, I'm actually going to create two, or I'll kind of show you as I go here. So you see how I just kind of eyeballed that. I can move this later if that's not a good fit. I might probably want to move that after I've created it. Okay, so I'm going to call, that's going to be the main outline of the tire. It's a good chance for me to show you how to use the offset tool, and the offset tool will create offsets of whatever you've done. Whatever sketch curve or element that you've created, you can offset it. And that's used a lot, by the way. And then I'm going to do that one more time, actually, because I'm going to do another offset. Sorry, I don't know why that's not letting me do that. I do that curve, one or more of the has already been. Oh, all right, no problem. I just do another circle down here in the middle for the hub of my wheel and tire assembly that I'm about to make. And actually, I'm going to do another one like that. So you see you have the one for the hub in the middle, and actually I could create one for the center mounting hole too. So those are all just concentric circles. And then I'm going to put the wheel or rim pattern in. You don't have to overthink this. Watch. I could just kind of come in over here. I want it to go up to that line. Actually, I'm going to Control Z. I'm going to try this again. Actually, it's really going from that. I'm going to zoom in here to that. And then watch this. So I'm going to do that offset line. And yeah, actually that's fine for me. And then that one is too short. It doesn't quite end at that circle. It just made a duplicate of that line up here. But there's a feature here where you can actually extend a line. It's called extend to meet its next available sketch element. And actually that one is not that case. That one needs to be trimmed. Now, there we go. So I believe if I finish sketch, that's a pickable separate element right there. And so actually I'm going to right click and edit that sketch again, and watch this. There's an array tool or a circular pattern tool. So if you select that and then you say you want those two things to be a pattern, and then the center point is that, there we go. You see how you can kind of ratchet up. You can actually pull this thing. Yeah, for how many of those you want, whatever kind of spokes you want for your wheel. Pretty cool. And so there's many different types of spoke patterns for sports cars. I'm going to go with the 5 spoke here. All right, now that I've created all those sketch elements, I'm going to show you how I use them to create your first wheel and tire assembly. The wheel part I'm going to pull out first. So I'm just going to grab that profile, that profile, that profile, that profile. I'm holding control on the keyboard while I pick these. That's important. There it is. Oh, and this. That's right. That's all going to be, and this. Hold control one more time. There it is. Now I can go extrude that. Pull that out like that. And then instead of join, that will just make it all one body still, and it will join it to that body. I want this to be a new body, all its separate own. Okay. So I select that new body. Say OK. And now you'll notice up here on the folder, there's two bodies, this one and this one. That's important because I want to make copies of this when I'm done with it and put them in the other 4 locations. But before I finish, watch this. When it makes a feature, it consumes the sketch. The sketch is still there, but it'll make it no show. If I go into sketches folder here, I can highlight that sketch again. Then I can pick that, which I want now to be the actual tire, the rubber part. And again, I want this to be a new body. And new component is an option too. Sometimes that's handy, but we'll get to that. So this is looking pretty good. 2 quick things I'm going to show you is what we can do in the down here for camera. We can look at it from perspective. And I showed you guys how to draw in perspective. And we can start changing materials. So actually here we can now model the actual physical material and the appearance. And we can do that separately. And let's see, the library, I think here, you got folders down here. So you can pick right from here, or you can actually import specific things from different areas. So I think under miscellaneous, let me just search for rubber or tire rubber or rubber. Yeah, how about soft rubber? And watch this, I can drag it into that component. And how about aluminum for the wheels? Drag it onto there. And then how about red aluminum for the body? Oh, oops, went too far there, too fast. I'm going to Control Z, go back. And again, that body, I'm going to change the appearance. I'm going to go for silver. I think that did it. Okay. So the next, what we'll start doing next in the next video is I'll show you how to work with the assemblies, put the tires all in their locations. We'll add the canopy and some details on the back, and we're finished.